My awakening is dark. Perhaps I just don't dream that much, but unless something really special happens, I've always had the same dream. What I imagine are swords. I don't know why it is, but this is the only thing that comes to my mind. There's no meaning or reason to it. It may just be one of the aspects making up Emiya Shiro. Darkness upon darkness waits you, Shiro. What if Shiro is the next Xehanort? There are no dreams to dream. The only things I can recall from the sleep are things I was taught a long time ago. For example, about magi. Even if I'm an amateur, even if I'm a magus, it's only natural for me to understand the kind of world I live in. Frankly speaking, a magus is an exception who deviates from modern society, but even exceptions must band together to survive. Father told me that groups of magi is called a magic association. He also said that I shouldn't associate with them. I wonder why. I've always heard about the magic association, but I've never really fully understood what it is. It's always been like mentioned, but not explicitly gone into in like grand order, at least, because they don't really have a reason. The Magic Association hides magic and organizes magi. They are basically keeping watch to see that magi do not affect society with magic. The strange part is that they do not prohibit misuse of magic. So it's basically like a shitty off-brand Ministry of Magic. Don't expect anything. Gotcha. Nice. According to Kiritsugu, the Magic Association is only interested in the concealment of magic. Even if a magus carries out his research at the expense of the lives of many ordinary people, the Magic Association will not punish him. Their priority is that magic should not become public, so they do not ban magic. So they're crazy people who think you can do anything as long as you don't get caught. Anyway, the surveillance of the Magic Association is thorough. Most magical research would cost the lives of ordinary people, and as a result, the existence of magic would become public. So the association does not allow research that would harm society. So that kind of stunts the growth of like understanding magic or developing magic realistically. Truly off-brand. Damn. So magi stay at home and research quietly, while the normal world carries on unmolested. I mean, I think that's not technically a wrong verb, but it's not the one that I would choose. Hence, magi only try to hide themselves to escape association. So perhaps I just don't know it, and a magus lives in this town. I hear Fuyuki City is a spiritually excellent area. Such an area always has a distinguished magus with a history. They are called a second owner, an elite, and the association entrusts the area to them. This is why I don't have magic be hush-hush thing in D&Ds. Yeah. Like, obviously, like, yeah, in danger. I don't know. Yeah. it's kind of what right now. Magi who will live in the area must visit them and obtain permission to construct a workshop. Looking at it like that, we're thieves living here without the permission of the landlord. Father was an outlaw who cut his ties with the association and moved here without the consent of the minister of Fuyuki. The owner doesn't know that Emiya Kiritsugu was a magus, and Kiritsugu doesn't know who the owner was. With reasoning like that, I think our position was ambiguous. Yeah. Father, the real magus, has passed away, and I, his son and pupil, don't know the Magic Association and have not the skill to be a magus. From the association's point of view, they would want to catch an amateur like me doing this. But I've seen no movement yet. No, I've heard that Japan is relatively hidden from the eyes of the association, so I think I've just not been found out. Yeah, the association is in like Europe-ish area, somewhere in Europe, so I mean, whatever. I think the only other area that they've mentioned, like, hey, there's not a big magic association or magic association presence is America. Which you would think America would have a big magic association, but nah, they're all dependent on fucking technology apparently. But that doesn't mean I can't let my guard down. People say that the eyes of the association are everywhere. On top of that, if you commit a crime with magic, heretic hunters of the church will come after you. That just means that whatever you use magic for, lack of care will create enemies. I, MrStardustRicon, have to study independently. Taking that into account, well, he fell asleep and woke up. Heresy! The church will come after you for your grave sins. The sun may have just risen, but it's still dark outside. Well, at least you woke up early before Sakura got here. I get up, trying not to be defeated by the morning chill, and quickly fold up my futon. It's 5:30. One of my strengths is waking up at this time no matter how late I go to sleep. I do sometimes make mistakes and wake up late like yesterday, but I usually wake up early. Well, that's good to have a good internal clock, even if you're not good with mornings. I wish I had an internal clock. Lord knows if you'll let me, I'll fucking stay asleep until like 5 p.m. Since I let Sakura do all the work yesterday, I have to return the favor this morning. Can you make a 10-minute breakfast like Sakura can? I should finish preparing before Sakura arrives. I cook rice and make some miso soup. It was a radish and carrot yesterday, so I make some onion and potato miso soup today. I also make the usual broth egg and broth boil, and I'm done. I cut and salt the sorrel, and just before cooking it. Woo, it's cooking time with MrStardustRicon, now on Crunchyroll. Actually, I think it might be done now. Or no, what's on the menu today in the Emiya household? I think that's what the anime is called. It's something like that, which was basically just a fake cooking anime. I finished earlier than expected, so I have some extra time. So what should I do? Oh, I thought I was gonna get a choice. The morning exercises are my daily routine, so I'll go and stretch my body a bit. Yeah, keep yourself in tip-top shape. Oh, hey, here's the dojo. I hope I won't be visiting this place often. In the morning, when the sun has just risen, the silence has a holy feel to it as it fascinates those who come here. There's only one thing to do now that I'm here. Since Kiritsugu died, this place has become a gym to train my body. Even mages cannot neglect to train their body. One of the requirements for mages is to have excellent physical abilities. So you can't just be a book nerd, you have to actually be strong too. While Kiritsugu was alive, we had many matches here. Well, it was pretty much him beating on me, so I didn't learn anything about how to win a fight. But I think I learned the difference between a fight and a battle. In other words, I was taught the difference between killing your opponents and beating your opponent. Knowledge and experience are different. Unless I know in advance, it's hard to tell whether I'm involved in a fight or a murder. It's a simple story. As long as you learn magic, you might destroy yourself. And time will come where you have to fight. For a magi, a fight means killing each other. So I think what Kiritsugu wanted was to teach me to prepare my mind for the prospect of death. But it's been a while since my teacher passed away. On my own, all I can do are simple exercises that anybody could do. And also hone your ideals to where I don't want to kill anybody. Which I mean is honorable. After warming up by stretching, I start my exercise, keeping my attention inside my body. I comprehend the flow of magic circuit, the friction in my bones, the distortion in my thinking during fatigue, all while I'm training. Yeah. It's not... Yeah, I wonder if Shiro's gonna die soon. It's not like we saw it already. I mean, not explicitly saw it, but we know who it was. Even a simple push-up can be training for a magic circuit. If I put on mental shackles, okay. If I put on metal shackles instead of metal weights. As I don't have a teacher, exercises like that of the club's mornings practice is an important part of training. So he's just fucking putting on weighted clothing and just being like, yeah, I'm just gonna do a ton of push-ups. Yep.
朝食の支度なら済んでる。あとは食器の支度と魚に火を通すだけ。あ、それならお手伝いします。食器の支度は任せてください。
Sakura is cheerful. Behind that admirable junior is the independent teacher. Fujine moves slowly to the table. Is she actually staying in the building itself, or is she just come here for breakfast? First, I have to cook the fish I prepared.
皿は真ん中のやつ使ってくれ。その方がうまく見えるから。
A lot of sit-ups, a whole lot of push-ups, tons of juice. That's my favorite fucking line from the Broly movie, abridged. Like from Team 4-Star. How many sit-ups did he do? How many push-ups? What kind of juice did he drink? Such a good line. Sakura takes dishes from the back. I think I saw a faint Ooh. That's not a good. That's not a good at all. Maybe we should call Shinji out on his shit instead of, you know, being his friend. That might be a good idea. Why aren't more people calling him out on his shit? Why are you still his friend? Like I'm doing the fate route. Like I was explaining earlier, I just had to pick the EXE, and since the recommended route order was Fate, Unlimited Blade Works, and then Heaven's Feel, I'm doing the Fate route. I'll do Unlimited Blade Works and Heaven's Feel on my own time. I don't believe you on... I don't believe you in the slightest. Sakura falls silent. She looks calm, but she is pretty obstinate. It's useless to say anything to her now. Just beat fucking Shinji up after school. IMO. At the mention of Shinji's name, Sakura looks away awkwardly. In other words, he is the cause of that bruise. Mato Shinji has a bad habit of being hard. That's not being hard, that's being abusive and... Yeah. When I asked Shinji about it, of all things, he said he was the one... What the fuck? Just admits it? Why? After that, I got pissed and did to Shinji what he did to Sakura. Good man, let's go. Since then, we've been estranged, as you should be. You don't, yeah, never regret punching him. He's being a fucking prick. I think it's my fault that being... Beat him up again, IMO. Go beat the fuck out of him. I want to go beat up Shinji. Garcher / Manly and Rin Rao. I like how you focus on Archer rather than Rin. I mean, I think that's kind of the point, or Edgelord bang Sakura route. Unlimited bang works. I think Shinji thinks of everyone as an enemy besides himself. In fact, he says as much at the beginning of Extra. Who needs friends? They're just fucking idiots. They're trying to leech off you. Point at my right shoulder. There's a scar there. Happened a year and a half ago. Shipment collapsed on me during work and hurt my right shoulder. I got out with just a broken bone, but the shipment was a hazardous one, and I got burned on my skin. After that accident, I quit the archery club. My school archery club emphasizes formalities, as they let us shoot formally even as students. I think, yeah, And the focus would be on Shinji, instead of like the much more popular character that also dies during chapter 3. The men expose their... Oh, yeah. Okay. The men expose their right shoulder when they shoot. Shinji commented that it might have been indecent for someone shooting formally to have a scar on their shoulders, since I was getting busy with work. I quit the archery club right then.
先輩、しつこいようですけど、本当にもう弓は引かないんですか？藤村先生も怪我なんて支障はないって言ってるのに。
何を平和な。藤姉は全身骨折しようが支
Just
障ないっ
break
ていう
every
やつだ
bone in your
ぞ。
body then.
さくら。
He's like, come on, get out there. And he's like a full body cast, fucking T-posing it up like, Fujine, I can't.
先輩、私、真面目な話をしているんです。
He's probably able to shoot the bow fine. I should answer seriously too, but I can't give her the answer she
当分は
wants.
部活をしている余裕はな
But
いよ。
yeah, work.
弓は好きだけど、優先するべきことじゃないし、しばらくは間を取ろうと思う。
Work is definitely probably more important, and training to do some magic is also probably more important than doing archery. At least for his priorities.
まあ、さくらが卒業するぐらいまでにはなんとか。
So within the next year or two? This is the beginning of the second year or what?
私、
Seems like it's been going on for a decent bit. No, wait, we're in the middle, so its second year is about to end in like the next few months. So within the next year, yeah. Nani? It's almost 7:30. Sakura and Fujine have already left for their morning club practice. I went to school early yesterday because Issei wanted me to, but I leave the house at the usual time today. But didn't we say we were going to go help Issei out? I mean, we could. We should, probably. Come on, Issei is a bro. Oh boy, police cars. Something must have happened, as it's noisy and a lot of people are surrounding the area. I'm curious, but I cannot tell what's going on with the people surrounding it. I have no time, so I should prioritize school. Yeah, that's not completely inconspicuous. Have no negative connotations at all, just ignoring whatever police siren is blaring. I reach school 10 minutes before the bell. I enter the main gate as usual. Hi, NPC. Well, unimportant NPC, I should say, because I guess everybody's NPC. I bump into a familiar female student.
なんだ、まだ着替えてないのか、三つ釣り。もうすぐホームルームだぞ。俺に挨拶なんかしてる場合じゃないだろう。
Side character, that's the word I was probably.
いや、ごもっとも。相変わらず釣れない野郎だね、エミヤは。
She laughs as if something is really funny. Mitsuzuri Ayako. We met her in the last one. She was my classmate in first year, and now she's the captain of the archery club. It's very insightful, and everyone expected her to become captain since the first year. Well, in other words, her mental age is older than her real age, so she's been the older sister type to everyone counts on since she was in her first year. Except, you know, towards Rin, who she realized she has a competitive relationship with that we don't know, but I mean, us the players do. Moving on! Though she gets mad when people say that, according to her, she's not that old. I mean, she's the same age as all of you.
よからぬ感想を漏らさなかったかもし。
You know, does she have the same voice actress as Shiki?
あくまで客観的な事実を連想しただ
Sounds
けだ。
like it almost.
それで気を悪くするのは三つ釣りの勝手だが。
Ryogi Shiki, for the record, not fucking other Shiki.
言うじゃん。いいね。正直に答えるくせに何をどう考えてたかは口にしないんだもの。エミヤ、シンジと違って隙がないな。
シンジ？なんでそこにシンジが出
He's
てくる
being
ん
a
だ？
shithead again.
なんでも何も。
No, we're
あんた
not.
とシンジって友人じゃない。シンジの男友達ってあんただけでしょ。それにお忘れでしょうが、私これでも弓道部の首相なの。うちの問題児とやめちまった問題児をくっつけるのは自然な流れだと思わん。
まあ確かに自然だ。弓道部ってのは関係ないけど、俺とあいつは腐れ縁だからな。
Even he doesn't like being his friend. Then just stop talking to the dude. It's not that hard.
弓道部の話になると急に冷たくなるでしょう。いいご身分よね。シンジをほっぽっといて自分はさっさと退場しちゃうんだから。
シンジのやつまたなんかやったのか？
Probably just being a general
あ
shithead.
いつが何もやらない日なんてないけど、まあそれにしても昨日のはちょっとやりすぎか。1年の男子が1人辞めたぐらいだから。
Can't you like group veto him even if he is like the vice club president? Only tryhards have Xboxes in Japan. For people that want to play, like, I don't know, Tales of Vesperia before it came out, the enhanced port of it came out on the PS3.
なんだよそれ。部員が辞めたってなんで？
Or America Files, or what it called? Freeaboos, that's the term. Freeaboos.
シンジのやつが八つ当たりしたのよ。わざわざ女子を集めてね、夢を持ったばかりの子にシャをさせて的中するまで笑い物にしたとか。
What a dick. What the fuck? Why are girls even hanging around this
そん
dude?
な馬鹿げたことを見過ごしてたってのか。
見過ごすか。けどさ、首相ってのはいろいろと忙しいんだ。いつも道場にいるわけじゃないってエミヤだって知ってるでしょ。
それはそうだが。にしても何考えてんだシンジのやつ。
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure he's the type to make fun of people like that.
エミヤっては本当にあれだ。
あれってなんだ。今お前よからぬ感想を漏らさなかったか。
あら、私はあくまで客観的な事実を連想しただけさ。それで気を悪くするのはエミヤの勝手だね。
ついさっき聞いたような返答をしやがって。いいよ、それよりシンジはどうしたんだよ。なんだってそんな真似をしたんだ。
Because that's his personality?
聞いた話じゃ、遠坂にこっぴどく振られたとかなんとか。
遠坂ってあの遠坂か。
Yeah, I was about to say, are there any other Tosakas? That seems like a pretty unstandard name.
組の優等生、ミスパーフェクトこと遠坂凛よ。
いや、そんなあだ名は初めて聞いたけど。
That's the first time I've heard a nickname like that. But I would probably agree with it. Tosaka involved, I can understand even Shinji getting turned down, and most of all... Damn, you really have a high opinion of her. If it was Tosaka, I can see her refusing him mercilessly, as she should.
ともかく、シンジのやつは昨日からずっとその調子よ。おかげで私もこんな時間まで道場で目を光らせてたってわけ。
シンジのやつ、変にこらえが効かない時があるからな。
Just reprimand
大変
him.
だけど
It's
頑張ってくれ。
why are they just letting this attitude fly? I don't get it, and I'm going to complain about it more than necessary.
今度こそ遠坂本人に何かしそうでさ。
いや、いくら信じても振られた相手には近寄らないだろう。あいつそのあたりはちゃんとしてるぞ。
けど相手が近寄ってくるんだからしょうがないじゃない。遠坂さ、なんか知らないけどうちの道場よく見学に来るのよ。
That's the first I've heard of it. Osaka-Rin doesn't do any club activities for personal reasons. I thought she went straight home since she even turned down the recommendation to join the student council.
たまにはそれもいいか。あいつもお高くと
Damn!
一度ぐらいは痛い目に遭うのもいいかも
Damn, Jedi.
お気の毒様っていうか、ご愁傷様っていうか。
Maybe I should get back to extra. Come to think of it, I heard that Tosaka has many enemies. Could Mitsuzuri be one of them?
おい、三つ釣り。いくらなんでもそれは。
あ、そろそろ時間だ。じゃあね、エミヤ。今度私の弓の調子見に来てよ。
Probably won't.
相変わらずだな、あいつ。
But I like that part of her. Feeling calmer now, I head for the classroom. It's lunchtime. Our school has a splendid cafeteria, most students eat there. But there are some old-fashioned students who bring their own lunches. Two of them happen to be me and the student council president in front of me.
エミヤ、その唐揚げを一つくれないか。俺の弁当には圧倒的に肉分が不足している。
And
い
I
いけ
had
ど
chicken for lunch today.
なんだってお前の弁当ってそう質素なんだ。
Out of context, that was great.
何を時代錯誤なことを。これは単に親父殿の趣味だ。小坊主に食わす贅沢はない。悔しいのなら己で何とかせよなどという。いっそ今からで
I
も
don't think
天
that's
道に
the
なるか。
solution,
俺も
dude.
考えどころだ。
Yeah, fuck my dad. I don't want to run a shitty temple. I'm gonna go and join the circus. Issei's father is the priest of Ryudo Temple, and a bold guy who's old friends with the old man at Fujine's place. Can't expect a normal personality when he's friends with a guy like that. Yeah, I mean, you just have a fucking priest who's friends with a Yakuza guy. Totally normal.
いやいや、ありがたく。これも托発の修行なり。
I thought she was straight. How can I put this? I never know what to say when things like this remind me that he's the son of a priest.
ああ、そういえばエミヤ、朝方2丁目の方で騒ぎがあったのを知っているか。ちょうどエミヤと別れるあたりの交差点だが。
I thought she was straight.
交差点
Something like that. I don't know. Oh yeah. Something happened. Police cars, don't you remember?
なんでもな、殺人があったそうだ。
Totally unimportant.
一家4人中助かったのは子供だけらしい。
Only the child
両親
survived.
と姉は刺殺されたというが、その凶器が包丁やナイフではなく、長物だというのが普通じゃない。
Lancer? He must mean something like a sword. It was a murderer, so that must mean the sister and the parents were killed. 100% irrelevant. Someone barging in during the night, unjust violence, a one-sided pillage like an accident, slash parents, sister killed even without knowing what's going on. So the side, the child covered in their blood. How
いっせ、それ犯人は捕まったのか。
捕まってはいないようだな。信徒の方では欠陥工事による事故。こちらでは辻切りめいた殺人事件だ。学校の門限が早まるのも当然。どうしたエミヤ？喉に飯でも詰まったか？
別に。何もないけど。
Making a face?
エミヤが厳しい顔をしていたのだ。
He wants to be a superhero. He wants to save everybody. Not too surprising that he would be upset about a murder. Issei tries to soften the air apologetically. I was fine with the topic, but was I really making such a nasty face? And then there's a quiet knock at the door. Oh, hey.
竜道はいるか？
ああ、はい。何ですか、先生。
Issei addresses Kazuki, who just entered. It must be a simple talk about the student council, as Issei seems pretty relaxed. That's not something you see every day. Despite his appearance, Issei is very shy. A guy who draws a line against his classmates and even his teacher is letting his guard down with Kazuki. That might be it. Kazuki, Soichiro? Yeah. Is the teacher in charge of Class 2A, is serious and stubborn. Probably that aspect's helped him get along with Issei, who prizes order and discipline. The two continue their talk. All the while, I can't get the story of the murder out of my head. Oh, and just like that, after school. Time to go home. Can't go anywhere, as I have work today. I should leave school and go straight to the neighboring town, but... To the archery club, I guess.
もう何やってんだ俺。
According to Mitsuzuru, Tosaka Rin comes here often. Well, I don't really care about that, but I know Shinji getting angry at her is going to be a problem.
シンジのやつ、カッとなると止まらないからな。
Bad if Shinji gets violent, just because she turned him down. She. I don't know why it's bad. It's just bad. Why do you mean you don't know why it's bad? Because he's gonna get violent. Makes me feel bad just thinking about it, so I have to stop it from happening.
なんだ、遠坂いないじゃないか。
Oh wait, she skipped school today, that's right. Tosaka isn't around. Mitsuzuri's words were needless.
誰がいないって？
Oh, hey, Issei. I got worried because Shinji's also got a deep voice, and I'm not like 100% good at distinguishing voices between these characters yet. There's Issei, whom I just left behind.
お前か一世。あんまり驚かすなよな。
いや、エミヤが挙動不審げに道場を眺めていたからつい。で、
Well, Shinji's being a shithead again. So I was just trying to make sure that he's not being a shithead.
なんでも昨日シンジと一悶着あったらしいんだ。
ほうほう、挙動不審だな。聞かれてもいないのに理由まで話すなど。
Well, I mean,
なんだよ。別にい
I
い
think
だ
it's
ろ。
pretty natural to give a reason in that
俺の勝手だよ。
circumstance.
それはしかり。だが無駄だぞエミヤ。遠坂はここにはいない。なぜなら、
Boy, that's strange. I wonder if something happened to Tosaka.
そうか。欠席か。
That's probably why we didn't see the murder in the Rin's route, because she was sleeping until 9, and then after that she went and toward town.
するとも、あいつが風邪などひくものか。俺が見たところあいつは悪いやつだ。外見に騙されると。
It's an appropriate thing to assume, I suppose. Somehow, Issei's words annoy me. It's true that I don't know her, but I can't imagine that she's a bad
言い過ぎ
person.
だぞ一世。遠坂はそんなやつじゃないだろう。
なんだ、エミヤも遠坂狙いなのか。ああ、それはすまない。今のは流してくれ。
Oh man, my friend actually likes her. Damn it.
勝手に決めつけるな。俺はただシンジが揉め事を起こしたら大変だから。
シンジが遠坂に殴りかかろうとしたら止めるためか。またそんな役回りをするな。別に俺は気に
Let
しない
the
が。
boy play
割と趣味が
hero.
悪いのだな、エミヤは。
してないから損じゃない。けど一世、お前今変なこと言わなかった？
遠坂狙いは趣味が悪いってことかい？
I see, yeah, that's true, I guess.
遠坂は人気あるじゃないか。俺もあいつの悪い噂は聞かないぞ。
ああ、聞かないね。それがまた気に食わない。
気に食わないって。
だから全部だよ。あれはメギツネだ。女性だ。妖怪だ。とにかく生理的に気に食わ
I
ない。
don't like her
悪いことは
physiology.
言わないから。
Or
エミヤも気に入らないように
physiologically.
しろ。
Nero fans to Tamomo fans, post extra.
いいっせ。人の陰口は良くないってお前の口癖じゃなかったか？
たわけ。これが陰口に入るか。俺は聞こえるように喋っている。
Thank God. So glad Tosaka is absent today. This is gonna shit talk Tosaka all day long.
エミヤがそういうのなら了解した。が、とりわけ中傷していたわけではないぞ。単に竜道一世が遠坂凛を
I
警
think
戒
it's
してい
still
る
insulting someone. If someone said that they were on guard against me, I'd feel insulted at the very least.
その割には妖怪だとかメギツネだとか言ってたけど。
And I think the term schoolgirl is a discrimination. Wait, what?
褒め言葉だ。メギツネにも妖怪にもいいものはいる。
Yeah, aren't foxes sort of like regularly worshipped in Japan? Or like fox gods, or at the very least. Kitsune.
勝つ。
Katsu.
それではな。俺は生徒会室に戻るが、エミヤはバイトだろう。こんなところで道草を食っている暇はなかろう。
I don't really call this playing, but whatever. Let's feel refreshed now that he said everything he wanted, as he leaves calmly. I've known him for 2 years now, but I still don't understand his personality. No, he seems like a relatively straight-laced guy. He just hates Tosaka a bit. That's kind of the most of it. Well, to job.
まだ5時前か。
Job indeed. Miyame City is a residential district, so there's no part-time jobs there, but the developing Shinto has many available. School approves of students having part-time jobs, so I work a few easy ones. I prefer hard physical labor that ends as quickly as possible. It's killing two birds with one stone, as it builds up my body while I get paid for it. Yeah, that's a pretty good way of looking at it if you want to train up your physicality. Today's job is simple loading. Today's job is a simple loading job from 5 to 8 o'clock. 3 hours. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Even though it's only a 3-hour job, there's 6 hours worth of work to do. They make you run around without a minute's rest. So I should rest when I can, even if it's just for 10 minutes. It's a waste of energy to walk around until my job, so I guess I'll rest in the park. Oh, hey! Is this around the time that Ren was here? Are we gonna find Ren? This park among the buildings is like a big field. Park should be filled with many yeah, we had this exact same dialogue. No, this place is always desolate. Though he doesn't know actually why. I'm a bit sad. The utterly neglected grounds look awful compared to the neatly organized surroundings. Desolate area makes the wind feel cold. I mean, it is winter. It's February 1st. It's pretty natural that the wind would feel cold. This is the remains of the conflagration 10 years ago. And this is the place where I was saved from burning to death. Which means that the fire was a direct result from the Fourth Holy Grail War. It's a large area, so if they retiled it, the park would get bigger. Thinking absentmindedly, I sit down on a bench. I stare at the burned land to pass the time. I don't remember what happened back here back then. I probably don't remember because I was a kid, and it wouldn't have been easy to scene to memorize. All I can remember is that it was hot and I couldn't breathe, and that people died trying to save others. For example, an adult that tried to save a child from a burning house, he saved the child, died in its place. For example, there were people who had their throats burned, but they gave what little water they had to one guy. The others died. For example, there was someone who ran alone to get away from the fire as fast as possible, and everyone that he passed on the way died. For example, people who died because they gave away something that was saving them, only to save others they didn't even know. I don't like things like that. It makes me mad that those who tried hard were sacrificed. Am I greedy to want an ending where everybody is safe and happy? All I wanted was to see people relax peacefully, so why couldn't I manage such a simple thing? What way were your ideals lead you, Shiro? Hiratsugu's answered to the question I asked as a child. Of course, as a child, I denied it, but Kiritsugu saved me. I knew he was a sorcerer who could do anything. I knew he was a superhero who couldn't ignore people in need, who saved them for no benefit. So I believe Kiritsugu could have saved everybody back then. When I told him that, he made a troubled expression and said something that I remember to this day. Which can be a reality of things realistically, and if you're always the type of person who wants to save everybody and you can only save one person, you're gonna beat yourself up about the people that you couldn't save, which we might see on this route. It's obvious now that he said it. Let's say that there's a robber and some hostages, and the robber intends to kill the hostages. With normal methods, most of the hostages will be killed. Even if you use a miraculous method to save all the hostages, there will still be one person who isn't saved. That, of course, is the robber whose hostages were rescued. The people a superhero saves are only those he decides to save. That's why even God cannot save everyone. Based on brain off. Yeah, that's kind of fire 10 years ago like that, a random tsunami, tornadoes, earthquakes, all that sort of stuff. It's just a natural thing that can't really help. It's not something I, who was miraculously saved from, can talk about now. But you're gonna have to fucking battle with your own ideologies on that one. I don't want to help. I don't want help that has a limited capacity. You have to help, no matter how impossible it is. Can't stand to have strangers dying around me like back then. So, if I had been there 10 years ago, even if it was impossible, I would have gone into the fire end. Yep, at least he realizes it. It's not like I would have helped everybody, no matter what. Like, I almost expected that, honestly. Like, I would have helped as many people as I could. I would have helped everybody, but no, I would have died in vain. It's good that he realizes that. Jeez, I'm hopeless. That's pretty good, right? It's good right there. And the character realized that his ideology is, like, flawed in, you know, its whole existence, but still stand by it anyway. When my job's done, the sun is already set. It's a bit before 8. I finished 10 minutes early because I worked too hard. It seems I worked frantically since I went to that place before work. Here, in front of the station, the night's just getting started. There are lots of people and the constant flow of cars on the road. Buildings are still lit up, and looking at them makes me feel like I'm watching a grand festival of illumination. Yeah, she's probably fine. It's the biggest building in Shinto, so I can't see the top clearly. I just gaze at the building, just enjoying the night scenery. But I think I see something out of place. Hey, saw Rin, because this is definitely when Rin should be there. I stop and stare at the rooftop. I focus my eyes, looking at the thing as small as a grain of rice. Hey, are we gonna get a CG for it? Hey, we do! Nice! Hi, Rin! How's Archer doing? Looks like someone I know. Why is she there? Why would she be doing there? Or what would she be doing there? With her long hair and fluttering and doing nothing, she looks down at the town. Yeah, dude. You mean you don't have zoom and enhance superpower eyeballs? I mean, realistically, he could probably, you know, trace on, brain off, trace on enhance eyeballs or something. Can he do that? Probably. Doesn't seem like she notices me down here. No, there's no way she could see me. Well, she did see you. We know that from her route. She's so high up that, with better eyesight, I, with better eyesight than most, can barely see her by improving my vision with magical energy. Hey! I called it out! I called it out! I was right. Fuck you, Zerker. I could recognize her since she's standing there alone. But there's no way she would notice me down here amongst all these people. I could probably bullshit it and you would let me. Or would you let me? That's the real question. Maybe she's just looking for something, as I can feel her sharp stare even down here. Forget about time and keep looking up at the girl standing in the sky. She's on top of the tall tower. Yeah, I feel like my enhancement should be able to enhance Sheena's, like, natural capabilities. I could fucking write that. We could work around that. I can talk to you about this after, though. She's like a witch looking down on the earth with the moon behind her. Not if I call it bullshit. No, I can give a lore reason. And then she must be done with whatever she's doing as she disappears. No, she just doesn't want to see you looking at her anymore. You're damn right. I have no proof, but I think I'm right. There aren't many girls who stand out that much. And more than that, it's not stupid enough to mistake a girl I secretly admire. Well, what is she doing there? Well, Shiro has no idea, but we do. Unlike Shinto, there's no one in Miyama City. After 8 o'clock, there are no people around, and the town is terribly quiet. At the junction is the house I saw this morning. There's no sign of people, and the door has a do not enter sign. After only a day, the house is as quiet as the abandoned building. Parents and older sister killed by the burglar. What kind of life remains for the child left behind? I bite my lip, feeling powerless. Even after swearing to become like Kiritsugu, I can't do anything about something that happened so close by. Even though I want to help someone, in the end, I don't even know what I can do. Go adopt the child. I feel like he would if he had the opportunity. Like, if he would have like came up and beat the burglar up after that happened, and then the child was left by themselves, I feel like he would have taken the child, probably brought her to a hospital or whatever, and then did the same thing Kiritsugu had done for him. Climb the hill and reach the Emiya house. The lights are still on, so Sakura, or Fujine, must still be there. Okay, so Fujine doesn't, like, Taiga doesn't actually stay here. She just comes around a lot for breakfast and lunch and dinner and stuff like that. Fujine turns around, munching on a rice cracker. TV show's a loud variety show.
But
more work!
だから早く帰ってきてるだろ。8時までのバイトを選んでるんだから、これ以上無茶言わないでくれ。
But the curfew is at 6:30 or 6, one or two.
なんか晩飯の支度だけはできてるみたいだけど。
さくらちゃんなら早めに帰ったわよ。今日は用事があるからって晩ご飯だけ作ってくれたの。
Alright. As far as she's concerned, anyone who cooks for her is a good person.
そっか。
Such an easy
確か
person.
にしばらくはその方がいいかもしれない。
Yeah, I know, the curfew's at
先
6.
は物騒だし、いっそ新学期
So,
まで晩飯
like-
は俺が作ろうか。
So strained. It might be a campus only thing.
反対。シロ帰ってくるの遅いじゃない。それからご飯作ってたら食べるの10時過ぎになっちゃうよ。
あのね、
Make me
そこに
food!
自分家で食べるという選択肢はないのか。あんたは
Make me food!
だからここが私の家だよ。
Fujine seems puzzled. Honestly, I'm not sure that makes me happy or sad.
わかったよ。藤姉に飯を作れ。
She's
なんて無理なこと言ってもしょうがない。
25. She's a teacher. You could expect her to know how to fucking. At the very least, she can make instant ramen for herself.
それはいいけど、
Feed
足元にそれ
me.
なんだよ。また余計なものを持ってきたんじゃないだろうな。
Fujine has a terrible habit of leaving junk at my place. Large bowls of from restaurants, a heavy tea pot she got in the shopping district, a strange guitar that plays by itself. I think she thinks this place is some kind of
ちょっと
warehouse.
見せてみろ。ゴミだったら捨てるから。
I'll throw it away. Damn.
うちで余ったポスターだけど。
Fujine hands me the poster. Probably some infamous idol or something.
どれどれ。
Here we have a military-style guy with his thumbs up on a cheap-looking blue sky background. In letters like blood, it reads, "Love's lovely Rangerland. Please join in the self-defense." Hold on. Yeah, an army recruiting poster.
いらないからあげるね。
What is he gonna do with an army recruiting poster? Do you want him to join the army? Is that what you're hinting? I roll up the poster and hit Fujine with it.
へへん。外れ。
But Fujine deflects my attack with a poster she had hidden and counterattacks mercilessly. Damn. The poster lightly knocks my... Damn. Get fucked. Stars! I saw stars!
へい。シロの腕で私に当てよう
Get
なん
fucked,
て
Shiro.
甘
You
い
can't
わ
beat
よ。
the
悔しかったら
skills
もうちょっと腕を磨きなさいね。
of a past kendo player.
そんな問題じゃないだろう今の。
She probably stuffed it with like rocks or
なぜに
something.
紙のポスターがかような破
Like
壊
putting
を。
what's it called? Fuck, what's the trick? Like you put a whole bunch of things in a sock and then just hit something. This be the skill of a master?
ごめんごめん。こっちのポスター。
Steel plate? What the fuck?
シロ、頭大丈夫？
How do you curl up? First of all, why is a poster a steel plate? Second of all, how do you curl that up? Third of all, how do you forget that and hit a kid with it?
藤姉、いつか絶対に人を殺すぞ。
えへへ。その時はシロがお嫁にもらってくれるから安心かな。
You have a lot of stock riding on me, woman.
全速でお断りです。そんな天然殺人鬼を相方にもらう気はないやい。
うん。私そんな
Type
物騒な
Moon,
のじゃないと
give
思う。
me the tiger route, you cowards.
やっぱり得てしてそういう連中は自覚がないっていうのは本当だったのか。
Fucking the Tiger route where you just fucking bank. Just like sit back the entire Holy War. Or Holy Grail War. I'll have to watch out or I'll be killed.
んだ言ってなさい。そんなことよりシロ、私お腹減った。今まで待ってたんだから早くご飯の用意しよう。
Fujine stands up. How strange. Fujine is helping out. Even if it's only setting up the dishes. She must really be hungry. Yeah, it's just an inconspicuous metal poster.
告げるよ。ねえシロ、私丼でいいかな。
いいんじゃないか。今日はさくらもいないし、どうせ飯は余るし。
よしよし。それじゃ、シロもお揃いね。
Go for it. Oh well, I was going to have seconds anyway. And besides, if I argue with Fujine, she'll take away my... You're making the dinner! Chaotic dinners like this have been common scenes for many years now. I mean, chaotic things in general would be a regular scene with living with Taiga. Day ends. Finishing a rowdy dinner and seeing Fujine off, I take a bath. After that, I practice my daily routine in the shed. I complete it as usual and go to sleep. It's 1 in the morning. The day ends peacefully without any troubles. God damn, 1 in the morning and you wake up at 5:30 every morning? You only get 4. I mean, I guess that's how much sleep I was actually getting during high school too. Oh, that's hell. It's hell. Oh, 2-2. Oh, hey, flashbacks. I'm in a fire, collapsing buildings and burning people. No matter how far I run, the scenery is always red. This is a vision of 10 years ago. A memory of a distant past I haven't remembered in a while. I run through it as if recreating the scene. There's no escape, even though I know it's a dream. I run, keep running. In the end, where I end up is how I'm saved after running out of energy. Help me, Kiritsuge! I wake up with a bad feeling like a metal weight inside my chest. I feel my forehead and find that I'm sweating a lot even though it's winter. It's already past 6 o'clock. Okay, then you slept past your internal clock. Good job. There's no time to be impressed. I have to get ready quickly and go help fix breakfast.
シロ、今日どうするのよ。土曜日だから午後はアルバイト？
いや、バイトは入ってないよ。一世のところで何か
Yeah,
やってる
probably
と思うけど。
helping Issei with whatever you
それ
needed.
がどうかしたか？
別に。暇だったら道場の方に遊びに来てくんないかなって。
Oh, the archery dojo?
ピンチって何がさ？
お財布事情がピンチなの。誰かがお弁当作ってくれると嬉しいんだけどな。
Fix more eaters.
自業自得だ。たまには1食ぐらい抜いた方がいい。
で、シロには期待してないもん。私が頼りにしてるのはさくらちゃんだけなんだから。ね、さくらちゃん。
She does both. She does both. She's the head of the archery club for some reason, but she's primarily good with kendo. But she does both. Stop pushing your load off onto Sakura. Bully. Today, along with the usual, there's simmered lotus root with chicken. God, what the hell? Such extravagant breakfasts. I don't think she has to make anything this elaborate for breakfast. I said it myself, but I think she's made a lot of it take for lunch too. Sakura is a member of the archery club, and Fujine is in charge of the archery club. It's only natural for them to share lunches. Really? I think it's pretty natural for the students and the teachers not to share lunches, but what do I know? Actually, during high school, there was always a teacher who was in the same line as us to get fucking lunch. Like, he always got school lunch, and I never understood it. Like, dude, you have a job. I know teachers don't get paid that much, but you should probably be either making your own lunch or buying something easy. She's usually slow, but she only gets sharps at time like this. Yeah, I'd be pretty upset waking up if I had a dream about, you know, how my parents died. Nothing is... Oh my god. Fujine ends the conversation like she's not interested. I'm not worried about it at all either, so I shouldn't get mad about it. 10 years ago, I used to have nightmares back when I couldn't get the fire out of my mind. But I saw less of it as time passed, and I'm well over it now that I can even let it slide. I can let it slide even after dreaming about it. But I guess it was pretty bad back then. Since Fujine has been here since that time, she's sensitive to my change. I don't think she's awful, and she's a pretty good person. Even if she's a goon. And liable to kill someone.
人の夢にかこつけて飯を横取りするな。
シローが強くなってくれて嬉しいけど、もうちょっと繊細でいてくれた方がいいな、お姉ちゃんは。
そりゃこっちのセリフだ。もうちょっと可憐になってくれた方がいいぞ。
We make fun of each other without looking at each other. Yeah, the average, you know, life of two goons living together, just fucking insulting each other. To be honest, I'm glad she's worrying, but she'll be elated if I thank her, so I act like I'm discontented. Yeah, since you can't let her have that win. Not knowing the circumstances, Sakura looks puzzled at the way we're acting. It's like looking in on family arguments, just, you know, if you're like used to that sort of deal. Like going over to a friend's house and they're just like fucking yelling at each other or something, and it's like, oh.
今日の夜から月曜日までお手伝いに来れませんけどよろしいですか？
別にいいよ。だって土日だろ？さくらだって付き合いがあるんだから。
Does Sakura have
気にすることないぞ。
Just hangs out with senpai and
そんな違います。そういうんじゃないです。
gets abused by Shinji.
ちゃんと部活にだって出るんですから。別に土日だからって遊びに行くわけじゃないです。だから
I'm a studious girl who's always available for you, senpai. Still don't know why, but I guess she just means that she can't come over this weekend.
なんかあったら道場に行くよ。
はい。そうしてもらえれば嬉しいです。
Wouldn't Shinji be there? Whatever.
先輩。
Staring at my left hand, looking down at it, it's bleeding. Pull up my sleeve. There's certainly blood there.
昨日の夜ガラクタいじってて切ったかな。
Cut it on her. Is this the start of the what's it called? There's just a welt on there. Welt goes straight from the shoulder down to my left hand, down to the hand, and it looks like there's kind of a small snake running down the shoulder to my hand.
痛みもないし、すぐに効くだろ。
No, that's something that sounds pretty serious. You should probably go and get that checked out. If I had like a fucking long ass thing coming down all the way from my shoulder to my hand, I would definitely go check it out.
先輩がそういうのでしたら。
Perhaps she's feeling bad from seeing the blood. Sakura looks away and falls silently. It's just like a cut all the way down your arm, and you're just like, nah, it'll go away eventually. Don't worry. Rub some spit and mud on it. That'll heal it right up. I leave Sakura. I read that as I love Sakura at first. I leave Sakura as club activities and head to the school building. The schoolyard is full of spirited students running around. But still, there's something oddly wrong here. The school is like it always is. The students at morning practice are lively, and the new school building is spotless. Oh, hey, he's reacting to the boundary field. But when I close my eyes, the air completely changes. The school building is covered with stains like membranes. The students running around the schoolyard seem like empty dolls. Yeah, he's definitely reacting to the boundary field. I shake my head to clear it. I head to the lifeless building. I mean, he's not like officially a magist, so he can't be able to detect that thing right out, but since he can do magic, at least he probably is able to detect something. Classes end before noon, and after I've finished helping Issei, the sun is starting to set. So let's figure out what he's doing there at like dead-ass night. Coming close to the point where Shiro fucking dies. Oh. It's you. Bump into Shinji. There are a couple of girls behind him being rowdy. Shitty detect magic, yeah. It's like off-brand detect magic.
学校の備品を直すのは生徒として当たり前だろ。
I don't think that's
使って
natural,
るのは
no.
俺たちなんだから。
よく言うよ。エミヤに言わせれば何だって当たり前だからね。
I think he is a good
そうい
kid.
ういい子ぶりが勘に触るって前に言わなかったっけ。
Bootleg, yeah.
すまん。よく覚えていない。それシンジの口癖だと思っていたから、どうも聞き流してたみたいだ。
Damn. I don't listen to anything you say.
そうかい。それじゃあ学校にあるものなら何でも直してくれるんだ、エミヤは。
That'd be nice,
何で
yeah.
も直すなんて無理だ。せいぜい面倒見るぐらいだが。
よし。なら頼まれてくれよ。うちの弓道場さ、今割と散らかってるんだよね。暇ならさ、そっちの方もよろしくやってくれないかな。
Only if you say
元弓
please.
道部員だろ。生徒会になんか尻尾振ってないで、たまには僕たちの役に
Okay,
立って
since
くれ。
you said useful, maybe I won't.
ちょっと先輩、それって先輩が藤村先生に言われてたことじゃなかった？
Oh, now
そうですよ。
I'm definitely
ちゃん
not
とやっ
doing
ておか
it.
ないと明日怒られますよ。
Yeah. And he also has bootleg detect magic.
で
He
も
just has a lot
さ、
of bootleg
今
skills
から
right
片
now.
付けしてたら店閉まるじゃん。そこの人がやってくれんならそれでいいんじゃないの？
悪いよ。それに部外者に後片付けなんかできるわけないし。そうでもないんじゃない？あの人元弓道部員だってシンジが言ってるしさ。任せちゃえばいいのよ。
Don't agree with Shinji. Whatever. They're his fan club for whatever reason.
じゃあ、あとはよろしく。鍵の場所は変わってないから、勝手にやっといてよ。
I actually do.
構わないよ。どうせ暇だったから、たまにはこういうのも悪くない。
サンキュー。それじゃあ行こうぜみんな。つまんない雑用はあいつがやっといてくれるってさ。
待ってよ先輩。じゃああとはよろしくお願いしますね先輩。
I don't want to be everyone's trolley, just fucking pushing all the tasks onto me. Hey, look, I'm Emi Ashiro, local fucking maid. Give me your chores. Cleaning ends quite quick. And the cleaning ends quite easily, as I know the place well. It takes a while, as it's quite big. It was fun cleaning the place. I used to until a year and a half ago. Picked up a bow, thinking it might be okay to shoot just once, but since it wasn't mine, I decided not to. If I ever want to, I can just bring my own bow and come here.
にしても、
I should
カ
run
ーボ
it.
ンさんの弓
Why?
が多くなったな。
Just to see how, like, which of the party members have enough patience to actually be a maid. Depending on who the master was, I don't know if Sheena would or not. Carbon-based bows are good, unlike wood and plastic bows, but the biggest problem is the price, and they're not something we can buy with club budget. Back then, Shinji was the only one using it. Are the new members rich too? I mean, Sakura's also a Muto, so she also has enough money to get one. Well, I guess that personal taste right there. When I look at the clock, it's way past curfew. Yeah, it's 7. Oh, okay. So he just was still here because Shinji told him to do shit? It just now clicked to me. He got killed because of Shinji.
ここまで来たら1時間も2時間も変わらないか。
Started this, so I'll finish the job. And now we clean into the night. Off go the lights, and off we go to get our lives taken by Lancer. The wind is blowing. It's so cold that my cheeks are getting numb. Yuki City isn't usually cold during the winter, but it's cold tonight of all nights. My breath hangs around as a white cloud. I wrap up my body to hold off the cold.
なんだ。暗いと思ったら月が隠れてるのか。
There's no light in the sky when I look up. Because of those strong winds, the clouds are moving fast. Past curfew and there's no sign of life in the empty school. It seems this place is only filled with chill, as it's silent. Except for, you know, the clashing metal. Time to go get poked.
確かに聞こえる。校庭の方か。
Let's go check out the clanging metal. I mean, actually, this is a pretty, not the worst thing to it. I mean, would I go investigate clanging metal that I hear in the middle of the night? Like, probably not.
人
Well, they only look like that from a distance. It's a dark night with no light. If I want to know more, I'll have to get close. Why do you get closer then? The sound of metal hitting metal. That must mean someone is fighting with weapons there.
バカバカしい。何考えてるんだ俺。
The Kendo Club, obviously. Dismiss the image from my mind with a bitter smile and walk on. At that time, maybe my instincts noticed the danger, as I hid myself as I approached. I don't know if this is fortunate or not. But anyways, when I get by a tree that is big enough to hide myself, I take a closer look around the source of the sound. Hey there! It's Lancer and Archer. There's something strange there. A man in red and a man in blue. They're dangerously armed, and as their ominous appearance suggests, they're actually slashing at each other. Remember this battle happened like 3 hours ago. 4 hours ago, actually. Can't follow them with my eyes. My brain does not work properly. Faced with their impossible movements. It's so cool! But the clang of their weapons tells me that they're trying to kill each other. I just knew immediately when I saw them. They're not human. They're probably just things that look like humans. I can tell not because I'm learning magic. Anyone would realize that they're not human. After all, humans can't move like that. Just fucking Lancer going poke, 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 poke towards Archer. There's something no one should associate with. And he doesn't even know what a servant is yet, I don't think. I don't think Kyotsuki would tell him anything about the Holy Grail War, or, you know, servants, masters. I assume he probably knows something of, summons. But, or familiars, that's what they're called. But that's probably very lackluster knowledge. I'm going to die. My body understands faster than my brain that I'll definitely die if I stay here. That's why my heart is racing so fast. As a living like them, or a living thing like them, I sense that they're living things made only to kill. I mean, yeah, you're right, but when you can make infinite swords, it's like a little bit easier, I'd assume, because you could really start to be more reckless with how you're deflecting certain things and start moving in. Even if you're going to lose the weapon in the meantime, you're just going to summon another one and then you're going to be completely fine again. They're using weapons made only to kill. I remember the murder yesterday. They said a familiar, or a family was killed with some weapon like a sword. And there's a sword. My body wouldn't follow commands. I can't even breathe. My mind wants to run away, but my judgment tells me I'll be seen the moment I run away. More than the conflict within me, my body is just numb. Even though I'm over 40 meters away, I can't breathe properly. It's like I have a spear pointed right at my back. Yeah, that's true. The sound stops. The figures separated, standing facing out at each other. The moment I feel relief at the end of their battle, I sense an even stronger intention to kill. Hey, there's Gay Bolg. My heart stops. The numbness in my body becomes convulsions. I clench my teeth trying to hold my trembling body. What the hell is he? The overwhelming amount of magical energy is flowing into the guy in blue. Kiritsugi showed me once what it's like to draw in magical energy from the surroundings. It was a beautiful magic that impressed even an amateur like me. That thing is different. Just as even the simple task of drinking water could seem ugly if it goes too far. I'm interested to see how that would work out. What he is doing is so excessive that anyone with knowledge of magical energy would hate it. He's going to die. The guy in red is going to die. It's a blow with that much concentrated magical energy. There's no way he'll be able to survive it. He'll die. It's not human, so something merely like a human will die. That's something I can just ignore? Did I say that right? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Doubt takes my mind off of them. Lines on my body disappear, and the instant I take a deep breath. Hey! Just fucking breathing is enough to cue off Lancer. The guy in blue stares at me. Who's hiding? Well, gone and fucked your stuff. The blue guy's body sinks. Just that motion tells me that I'm in his target now. My legs start running automatically. Yep, bye-bye. Finally realize that it's an action to escape death, and I pull all my energy into my body to run away. You ran into the school? Is that even a good idea? Yeah, I thought not. I should have run into town to get away. What am I doing? Playing to such a deserted place. Yeah, I should go into... I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of like... No, because the both of the areas surrounding this would be residential districts, and since there's the curfew going on right now, people won't be outside. So no matter what, the place would be deserted. Anyway, why do I think I'll be killed if I don't escape? Because he will be. That dude has a lance. He was fucking thrusting that shit mighty hard. My heart aches from running so much. Turning around, I can sense nothing pursuing me. The only sound in the air is the sound of my footsteps. Just gonna throw that shit so I can finally rest. I stop my feet, unable to take another step. Send oxygen to my pumping heart and look up to finally realize that I am safe. I recall the scene from earlier while catching my breath. Anyway, I'm sure that wasn't something I should have seen. Some things like humans were fighting in the school grounds. That's all I can remember. But there was something else I saw out of ordinary in my eye. Ah, did you see Tosaka? But I can't remember what that figure looked like, damn it. To be honest, I don't have the composure to notice anything other than those two fighting, which is completely understandable. I'd be focused on... Ah, shit. The voice comes from right behind me. Ah, no. Or right in front of me, rather. I Lancer. I can't breathe. My brain stops. Even though I cannot think, I vaguely understand that I'm going to die. But I don't want to die. Lance is casually raised. And bad end. Well, that's one. And the man's lance mercilessly pierces Emiya Shiro's heart. There wasn't even time to dodge it. All the training I did was for nothing. I knew I was going to be killed. I knew I was going to be pierced by that lance, yet I couldn't move at all. The world distorts. My body grows cold. Feeling vanishes from my fingertips. He didn't die instantly, which kind of sucks. I mean, that lance is kind of only meant to pierce hearts, but it's not always instant. More blood should have come up, but it only happens once. Perhaps the man's lance is special. Blood slowly clots, and the heart that should have been exploded stops working with just a single pierce. Can't see well. There's no feeling in me. I feel like a jellyfish floating in the dark sea at night. I don't feel any pain already. The world's just white. I'm only black. So rather than feeling like I'm dead, it's more like the world around me has disappeared. So ends Emiya Shiro. I know this. I felt this 10 years ago. This is how someone feels when they die. I cannot concentrate on my vision. Who is he talking to here? Oh, he's probably talking to his master then. Voice filled with irritation. And after that, I hear footsteps running throughout the hallway. Yep, there's the master. I wonder if he's communicating with him or if the master is there. We can only hear Lancer's voice. Voice suddenly disappears. I guess he jumped out of a window or something. And after that, footsteps approach me and stop. In that brief period, more footsteps. I can't hear much now.
ランサーはマスターのところに戻るはず。せめて相手の顔ぐらい把握しないと。
Whose voice was that? Concentrate my fading mind, but I can't remember anything. Right now my breathing is too noisy. My lungs must still be alive. Air coming out of my mouth is as loud as a hurricane.
その割にはまだ死んでないってのはすごいな。
Ah, shit, that didn't go hard. That didn't go down right. Oh well, whatever. I sensed someone looking at my face. Perhaps my breathing was loud as the figures tried to close my mouth, and
やめてよね。なんだってあんたが。
I hear the person grit their teeth, then they touch me without hesitation.
破損した臓器を寄贈して代用。その間に心臓一つ丸々修復か。
Pain-filled voice. With that, my mind stops fading. Feeling returns to my body, slowly, bit by bit, like a drop of water going down a leaf. Feeling returns to my body. What is the person doing? The person is sweating and places their hand on my chest with all their heart. When I notice the place where the person placed their hand is terribly hot. It must be so hot that the frozen blood melted and started to flow again. Touching without hesitation. Woo! I sense someone take a deep breath and sit down.
疲れた。
Good job, but you healed some. You healed me. I hailed me.
まあ仕方ないか。ごめんなさい、父さん。あなたの
I think this is heartful. I mean, just not in the way that he was intending. He used it for good. You know, in saving a friend. Or whatever the relationship is, because, I mean, Shiro doesn't seem to know who Rin is, but Rin definitely knows who Shiro is. Quite intimately, it seems, too. My heart resumes its activity. Then, my mind stops. This is not the sleep of death. This is the restful sleep to recover the energy to wake up again. Well, we're back alive, boys and girls. It wasn't a bad end after all. I wonder what they're gonna do about all the blood that's on the school hall, though. I wonder if that's probably just promptly ignored. I feel sick. My whole body is in pain, and I have a sharp headache each time my head throbs. Let's say head or heart. Either way. I can't remember because of the sharp headache. My body is cold, probably from lying on the floor for a long time. The only certain thing is my ripped uniform and my own blood on the floor. Do you remember being killed by Lancer? I get up with a hazy head. The spot where I was lying looks like a murder scene. Had my chest pierced? Yep. Bearing the pain, I entered the closest classroom. Moving to the locker with unsteady steps, I take out a mop and oh, hey, you did it! Good job! How considerate! I'm still confused. Why do I think I have to clean up when I've just met something totally outrageous and been killed instantly? Am I an idiot? Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, who knows how long you've been laying there and that's blood, dude. Shit's hard to get out. With unsteady hands, I managed to get the blood wiped off and pick up any trash lying around and put it into my pocket. Maybe I'm destroying the evidence. I'm still in a daze, so perhaps that's why I'm doing something so absurd. He's a considerate dude. He doesn't want people to like come to school the next day and blood. I put back the mop and bucket and leave the school like a zombie. I get hotter as I walk. The air is so cold, but I feel like my body is burning up. You just kind of died. Feeling all the blood rushing through your system again is probably what's making you feel so warm. Just a straight walk home, though. I'm home! When I get home, the day has already changed. There's no one home. Neither Fujine nor Sakura is around. You okay there, Shiro? I collapse onto the floor. I lie on the ground and finally calm down. I take a deep breath. Your headache's still there? When I inhale, my heart cries in pain. I mean, it was reformed. It got fucking stabbed. It wasn't just cracked. It had a hole in it, but it healed, and the wound tries to open up again when I inhale. Ooh, that's bad. No, that's wrong too. I wasn't almost killed. I was actually killed. But I'm still alive in spite of that, because someone saved me. I
誰だったんだあれ。
wonder if he ever gets to
言わ
thank
せて
Rin
ほ
for
しいも
that.
んだけど。
If she brings it up or not. Since the person was there, that person might have something to do with them. That makes no difference to the fact that the person saved me. I have to thank them one of these days. Hopefully internal bleeding doesn't start kicking in. That definitely would be bad. The moment I let my guard down, the pain returns. At the same time, I feel like I'm vomiting. I sit up and resist the sickness. Place my hand on my bare chest where the uniform is ripped. Even though I was saved, I did have a hole in my chest. That feeling, such an unpleasant feeling. I mean, yeah, you got fucking stabbed. A spearhead entering my body isn't something I can forget easily.
しばらく夢に見るぞこれ。
If I close my eyes, it feels like the lance is still in me. I shake off the illustration and try to calm down. Alright, well, you managed to suppress the internal bleeding and the sickness. The result of all that training every night. Just taking a few deep breaths clears my mind and the heat and nausea vanishes from my body.
あれのことだけど。
They were clearly not human. Man in blue and a man in red. They looked human, but I don't think they were. Were they like ghosts or something? Kind of, right? But I've never heard of ghosts with form able to associate directly with people. They were talking too. They had their own will. It'd be hard for me to think of them as ghosts. I've heard that only ghosts with a body are spirits, but aren't they shaped differently from humans?
問題はそんなじゃなくて。
Yeah, we'll figure that out more. There's another fundamental problem. Those two who were killing each other. The murderous burglar that has appeared in the neighborhood. Ongoing ominous events in Fuyuki City. Maybe they're all related. But I'm gonna take a real quick break here. Just before, you know, the big moment in Fate. I can go get a drink because I'm out. So I will be back in like 5 minutes or so. For now, enjoy the foreboding music that this game is lending us. And yeah, they're definitely way out of your league, Shiro. But until then, we'll be right back. Alright. Getting right back into it. Wrong one. Wrong one. There we go. Getting right back into it. Now, where we left off, or right before the big moment that we're gonna finally meet our servant.
親父が生きてれば。
I don't even think Kiritsugi could have probably taken those guys on. But, I mean, what do I know? I haven't watched Fate Zero.
まぬけ。わからなくても自分にできることをやるって決めてるじゃないか。
Yep. Which was... I think you unintentionally, like, saved fucking Archer there. Because he didn't want anybody to die, so I mean... You kinda... Your concern of that kinda drove you forward a little bit, just a little bit. It was more of a subconscious... Well, that's not foreboding. Bell hung from the ceiling rings. This is a Magus' house, even if only a poor one. There is a boundary field that alerts me when a stranger enters the property.
泥棒か。
I don't think it's just gonna be a burglar, dude. As I speak, I realize my foolishness. That can't be it. With this timing, right after the strange incident, that can't be it. There's an intruder. Not a burglar, but an assassin who's here for my life. Because I remember that guy saying, "You saw us, so die." My new heart, not my new heart. I just got this, fam, come on. The house is filled with silence. In the silent darkness, the murderous intent I felt at school is slowly drawing closer. My throat gulps. I feel a sharp chill running down my spine. I will be instantly pierced if I move from this room. But I mean, if you stand here, you're gonna probably get pierced too. Don't get poked again, Shiro. I don't want you to die. I frantically contain the scream I'm about to escape my mouth. The instant I release it, the assassin will happily jump in. Actually, he's a lancer. Will happily jump in and take the opportunity to kill me. If that happens, it'll be just like before. Unprepared, I will be pierced by that lance again. I think that's gonna cue him off. The moment I think about it, my breathing goes wild. Damn it. I'm ashamed that I'm about to give up my saved life so easily that I'm afraid. Gritting my teeth and holding my chest, I try to restrain myself. I should get used to it. This is the second time. I don't think that's the thing to get used to. This is the second time I'm about to be killed. Third if you're counting the fire. That alone is enough to make me want to end it differently. Want to end it differently from last time. Besides, I'm a magus. I think that's stretching it. What have I been learning for the past 8 years if I can't even protect my own life? Well, Shiro certainly isn't as up-to-date on, you know, servants that Rin is, so he's just gonna go and try and attack Lancer. Brave thinking, probably idiotic. Enough thinking. Trace on, brain off. Even though I'm a magus, all I can do is strengthen. Something that could be a weapon. Strengthen something that could be a weapon. To fight, I need a weapon. Time to grab a kitchen knife. The shed has a lot of things that could become weapons, but that's too far away. If I'm attacked when I leave the living room, it will just be a repeat of what happened earlier. And time for Shiro to make his casting time a lot better all of a sudden. Yeah, basically. It'll be difficult, but I have to find a weapon here. Something long and thin would be best. My opponent's weapon is a lance, so something like a knife won't do. It was working fine for Archer. It would be great if something like a wooden sword, there was something like a wooden sword here. But of course, there's nothing. If anything here that could be a weapon, it's... Oh my god! I thought you were only joking earlier, Shiro. Zerker. I'm disappointed, but despite that, I'm determined, even in this hopeless situation. Things are already as bad as they could be, so they can't get any worse. So all I have to do is run forward until I'm out of energy. Trace on, brain off. With the words that suggest my reconstruction, I channel magical energy into the 60cm long poster. God damn! It's almost a meter long, that's pretty impressive. It's a pretty big poster that was just out and about. I have to turn it into something that can repel that lance, so I need to channel magical energy into every corner and solidify it. Basic quality, analyze. Oh wait, I could have just listened to that now, couldn't I have? I extend my consciousness. As if soaking my blood into the poster through my skin, I permeate magical energy into it. Sense that I've hit the bottom. Right before the magical energy flows from it. Oh. Trace off, brain on. I cut off all the connection with the poster and shudder at the feeling of success. Hey, good job, you finally did it. The poster is now hard. Wasn't it metal? But it is as light as it was before, so I couldn't ask for a better sword. How many years has it been since I last succeeded the strengthening magic? It's kind of ironic. The magic I've never been able to achieve since Kiritsugi died, it's now finally working in this kind of situation. Yeah, I mean, it's probably adrenaline doing that to you. I might be able to do something. Somehow I doubt it. I have some knowledge of how to use a sword. I hold the poster with both my hands and stand up. I'll die anyway if I stay here. And I don't think I would be able to flee even if I escape this house. So all I can do is run straight to the shed and make a stronger weapon. Come if you're going to come. It won't be like that. It won't be like before. In the instant I think that, he fucking breaks in. My whole spine shivers. Nice! When did he arrive? Appearing from the ceiling, the guy drives straight at me. Silver light descends upon me. The guy who seems to have come straight through the ceiling descends to pierce my head. I frantically escape by rolling forward. Get the fuck out of there, Shiro! He lands softly while I keep rolling. I stop rolling and stand with my freshly made sword in hand. How's it going, Lancer? You don't seem too happy to see me again. Raises his lance again, seemingly uninterested. I don't know why, but he lacks the spirit he had at the school ground. In that case, I might be able to outwit him. Yeah. The man is complaining as if he thinks nothing of me. I mean, that's to be expected, really. It's about 3 more meters to the window. Once out the window, it's about 20 meters to the shed. Then I can run off this instant. He says blankly, as if sighing out, "Please don't kill me." Pain assails my right arm. It happens in an instant. The man's lance is thrust without time for me to react. I would have faced my second death with that blow, but what prevented it was my newly made sword. I must have thought it was just paper. Okay, so it was the regular poster. Whoops. The lance thrust at the poster wasn't there, was deflected by it, and only skimmed my right arm. Thanks, Trace-on, brain off. The man's expressions go away. His carelessness disappears, and now he's staring at me with beast-like eyes. Apparently unfortunately, that's my only trick. Yeah. The thing before me is a monster beyond belief. Painfully, I realize my foolishness for letting my guard down, even slightly, against him. That's right. If I'd been really desperate, I should have ran frantically to the window as soon as I miraculously avoided his first attack. But you got cocky. Nah, I just got lucky that time. Rin was nice. Decided to, fucking pour all that magical energy into my heart. Got plot healed. I don't think I'll be able to happen a second time. Won't be able to block it. I can't possibly block that lightning fast blow. If his weapon were a sword, I might have been able to block it, to be at least able to be prepared for it. I can't speak! I can't English right now. That's a lance. A sword follows a line, but a lance has a point. How am I supposed to block a blow from a point that I can't even see coming? The man's body descends. Ah, shit. Shiro, run! His lance is swung sideways. I block the lance coming at my face with just instincts. Yeah, they just look for the point. There's a huge whirlwind. I don't know how he's moving the lance in this small room. Makes a beautiful arc and fucking slams right into your head. Comes to attack my body from the other side. Yeah, my constructed sword moves to stop it bends. Is he using a hammer? Damn, this numbness feels like I've broken all the bones in my arms. I swing the sword instinctively. It must take me lightly as he hasn't pulled back his lance, so I flick away with the shaft with my sword. The arms that hit go numb. The sword bends even more, and the man's lance only moves slightly. Yeah, that's pretty true, at least for Shiro's case, right now at least. Gotta learn how to get better at Trace-on. The man was just playing with me, letting me hit him once since I blocked him twice, but I used up my one and only chance for a makeshift attack. That's why he sees no point in fighting me anymore. I tried my best, Lancer! Readies his lance again. During that small unnecessary movement, without looking behind me, I jump out the window. Well, hopefully you didn't fucking, pierce yourself with glass. That definitely is not good. Break the window with my back and roll outside. I roll a few times, get off bend, and find out there's several glass shards in my back. The man hesitates a moment as I deflected his lance thrust. As I expected, if I jumped out the window, he would definitely come after me. And he would kill me even before I could get up. That's why I expected the fatal blow and swung at it. It was a bold plan. I would have died if it was a second too late or a second too early, but considering the difference in our skill, I could never have been too early. All I had to do was get up as fast as possible and swing at what was coming behind me. You made the hard read, Shiro. Good job. The result was perfect. I won my bet and deflected the man's lance. Now time to run to the shed and get a possible better weapon. Let's see if it pays off. I think it will. Fly? Wait, what the fuck? The man who supposedly had his lance knocked away comes up to me empty-handed and spins and executes a roundhouse kick. Ah, shit. The scenery flies past me. My battered chest is numb and I cannot breathe. No, what's more surprising is I'm flying. I never in my dreams thought I would be able to be sent flying by a mere roundhouse kick. Oh, well, I fall to the ground from my back, hit the wall, and come crashing down. Oh. Well, you did your best, Shiro. Can't breathe, and my vision is blurred. Managed to stand supporting myself against the wall of the destination. Shed. I tracked the man with my blurry vision. I must have been kicked 20... God damn! The man approaches me, lance in hand. I'll be killed. Definitely be killed. This man was here in a second. Will be here in a second. If I don't want to die now, I have to get up and face him. Well, he's here. The lance comes out at me. Can't even turn around fully, and collapsing body faces the man's lance. How fortunate. I got lucky as I couldn't hold myself up and my knees collapsed. The lance goes over my head and hits the door of the shed, opening it. How lucky! So this is my last chance. If I go in the shed, there should be something that I could use as a weapon. Dude, I don't think you got any time for that. Can you trace on fast enough? You seem to be doing that pretty slowly despite the, the poster. I enter the shed on all fours. There. And a fatal, inescapable blow is a thrust. And I block it. I unroll the poster and make it into a one-time shield. A huge impact. The opened up poster did block the lance. It wasn't strong enough. It's pierced through and transforms back into its original paper. You did your job, poster. You did us well. Hit by the impact of the thrust lance, I'm flung through a wall. I fall on my butt and recover myself. When I raise my head to try and find a weapon... Thanks, Lance. I did my best. That means I get to live, right? This is it. The man's lance is pointed directly at my heart. I know this. This is the smell of death I felt just a few hours ago. And 10 years ago. Well, I wonder if getting stabbed with a lance will hurt as much the second time. I can't hear him. My mind is focused only on the weapon in front of me. It's only natural, because I'll die when that thing is thrust. So everything else is gone from my mind. What else can I think about now that things have ended up like this? Yeah, maybe. The man's arm moves. The movement I couldn't even see before looks like it's in slow motion now. The running silver light. The spearhead moves straight for my heart. It will spill blood in the next second. I know this feeling. The feeling of metal running into me. The taste of blood coming up in my throat. The sense of the world around me disappearing. I felt all of it earlier. And I have to experience it again? Really? I don't understand. Why do I have to go through this? This is bullshit. I can't accept this. I can't just die here meaninglessly. I was saved. So I can't die so easily. I have to live and fulfill my obligations. If I die, I can't do that. The lance will pierce me. The spearhead will cut into my flesh and pierce my heart. Pisses me off. It's ridiculous to kill someone that easily. It's ridiculous for me to die so easily. Dying twice in one day? That's ridiculous as well. Damn. Everything is so screwed up that I can't contain it all and... Won't be killed meaninglessly. By someone like you! I am doing acting! Ah! Truly it. Appeared like magic. In a blinding light, it appears from behind me. My mind stops. All I know is that the figure who appeared is a girl. Yeah, and Saber here was supposed to be hidden as a guy for so long, yet these people figure out that it's a girl so easily. The moment it appears, it repels the lance with thrust at my heart and steps up to the enemy without hesitation. The man readies his deflected lance, and the girl swings something she is holding. Sparks fly twice. A strong swing. The man hesitates, receiving a heavy blow from the girl. He must have realized that he is at a disadvantage, as he jumps out into the shed with bestial speed. While keeping her guard up against the man, she quietly turns to me. We get the scene! We get the scene! Hi, Saber. How's it going? I almost died again. Hey, the blood's still on my shirt. Okay, that's where the blood came from. It's from the first death. You walked home like that? God damn. The wind is strong today. The clouds drift and the moon appears for a brief moment. The silver light that shines into the shed lights up the girl in knightly form. I'm speechless. Not because I'm confused by the sudden turn of events. I'm at a loss for words because of the girl's... Oh, this girl's overwhelming beauty. Why did it flash like that? This girl stares at me emotionlessly, like with her jewel-like eyes. I don't know what that is, she says in a valiant voice. I only repeat back her words. I don't know who she is or what she's talking about. All I know is that this small girl is the same kind of being as the man outside. The girl says nothing and just stares at me silently. How can I put this? The figure in front of me is so special that I forget the situation, that the man outside could come and attack at any second. I could die at any second, but man, this girl sure is beautiful. Feels like time has stopped just around me. The fear of death has disappeared and only the girl fills my vision. How the fuck did that work? You didn't do anything, you probably just bumped into the shrine that Kiritsuki had out here. The power of boners compel. Yeah, you're probably right. She speaks again. The instant I hear the words masters and servant, the pain shoots through my left hand. It's like a hot iron has been placed on my hand. I grab my left hand instinctively. That must have been the signal, as the girl quietly nods her lovely face. Don't need the adjective, but I mean, whatever. My sword shall be with you, and your fate shall be with me. Hey, nice. Shiro just doesn't want to die. Even I have some knowledge of magic. I understand what that word means, but the girl hasn't answered me, and looks away with the same grace she had when she nodded. She looks out the door of the shed. There stands a man, his lance ready in his hand. Hey, how's it doing, Lance? How you going, Lancer? How's it going, Lancer? How's it doing? How you doing? She moves faster than I can think. The knightly girl leaps out of the shed without hesitation. I get up and follow that girl, even forgetting the pain in my body. You just got fucking... you got roundhouse kicked 20 feet and you're fine. Alright, Shiro. There's no way that girl will be a match for... even armor like that, she's a girl smaller than me. My words are silenced by the sound. She's actually overpowering the man. Good job. Can't believe my eyes. This time, my head really goes blank. The sound of weapons. The moon is hidden beneath the clouds, and the yard has returned to its original darkness. And its sparks are born from steel hitting steel. The lancer-wielding man wordlessly attacks the girl who jumped out of the shed. The girl parries the blow of the lance and knocks away all the following attacks by dragging the man away with every blow. I can't believe it. This girl called Saber is overpowering that man. The battle has begun. What happened between me and him earlier wasn't a battle. A battle is a fight between two people who can kill each other. Whatever the difference in skill, if each has the way to kill the other, then you can call it a battle. Their fight is a battle in that sense too. This man's lance that I couldn't even see is thrown with even more power, but the girl parries it with the thing in her hands and closes in on the man. The man retreats a bit. He holds his lance vertically to protect his ribs as the girls go for him. Hey! He fucking doesn't have a sword. For a moment, the man's lance glows. It was a blow like an explosion, and I guess it really was one. The instant the man blocks the thing the girl's holding, the lance in his hand glows as if it's electrified. The man, and even I, can't tell what that is. That is a force of magical energy so strong that it's invisible. Each of the girl's blows is a terrible amount of magical energy. That outrageous amount of magical energy is penetrating the opponent's weapon just by touching it. Such a thing. It would take such force just to block it. I would think the man's lance has an accurate sniper rifle. The blows of girls are like that, those of a powerful shotgun. And now he's up in her face. Every time the girl swings, the yard is filled with light. But that isn't what's overpowering the man. Why is she? Why is she? The man complains while avoiding the girl's fierce attacks. The girl doesn't answer, but only attacks with even more with that thing in her hands. It's the whole bunch of wind. The man retreats, not even for a chance for a counterattack, because the girl's weapon is invisible. As he cannot sense her range, it would be careless to attack recklessly. Just gotta kind of be on the defensive here, even though, you know, what you're guarding against is fucking invisible. So you could do a lot of mix-ups with that. Just fucking make you think you're going with one hand, and especially it'd be nice if you were like using something like archer and dual wielding. Can you imagine dual wielding fucking invisible weapons? Yes, it's invincible. Invisible, rather. The girl definitely has something in her hand, but as you can see, what shape it is, or nor how long it is, can't tell anything about it. Perhaps it's totally invisible, as it does not show up even when the sparks fly from it. The man must be having a hard time defending against it, as his moves aren't as sharp. When the girl lets out a voice for the first time, she swings her weapon with more fury. A storm of swings without pause. The flying sparks surround me and remind me of that of a blacksmith hitting iron. The lance-wielding man blocks him, clicking his tongue. Clucking. Okay, I wanted to say clucking, but I thought that was wrong. It definitely seems wrong. Must say, I admire his skills even though he tried to kill me. The man is blocking invisible blows, watching only opponent's legs and arms. That's it. You only need to beat down someone who's gone on the defensive. As if to say so. The girl steps even closer to the man and delivers a blow with all her might, as if smashing him down. And how will he react? You must see this as his opportunity as the man disappears. No, he jumped back, making it look like he disappeared. And then Lance is fucking out of here. The girl's blow cuts through the air and destroys the ground, kicking up dust. Blow swung as a final one was easily dodged. Was it a bait? I could tell even from this distance. I don't know about careful blows from before, but such a big blow won't be able to touch that man. Even that man's body must have been straining under all those attacks. But he suppressed it for just an instant and jumped away, as if this blow will determine the victor. The man who jumped back several meters jumps as soon as he lands. As if he's reversing his retreat, he jumps at the girl. In contrast, the girl still has her sword on the ground. Yeah, that was a bait. That was definitely a bait. The opening is irrevocable. The red lance returns in less than a second, and the girl twists her body and the sword's still in the ground. So the contest lasts less than a second. The man sees his mistake and tries to hold back, while the girl uses her whole body to execute her blow. You'll get fucked, Lancer? The man blown away and the girl blew him away both seem discontent. They each lunged their blows to kill each other. Even if they allowed them to escape immediate danger, they were worthless. Their distance opens. The two stare at each other silently. Yeah, that is definitely wind.
そちらが来ないのなら私が行くが。
わざわざ死にに来るか。それは構わんが、その前に一つだけ聞かせろ。貴様の宝具。それは剣か。
Maybe?
さあどうかな。
Hey.
戦夫かもしれぬし、双剣かもしれぬ。いや、もしや弓かもしれんぞ。
What would a battle axe fall under? I guess Heracles has a... No, yes, spoilerinos. But there are servants with battle axes. You have only one that I can think of off the top of my head. Perhaps it's really funny for him. The man, the one called Lancer, lowers his lance. Looks like he's indicating that he doesn't want to fight anymore. The girl's puzzled by Lancer's actions. I know that stance. It was used in that fight a few hours ago in the schoolyard. The fatal move that was supposed to have ended the show. Oh no, another. Yeah. Alright.
あそこでほうけているお前のマスターは使い物にならんし、俺のマスターとて姿を晒せねえ大ふぬけときた。
See that senile master over there is useless.
ここはお互い万全の状態になるまで勝負を持ち越した方が好ましいんだが。
断る。あなたはここで倒れろ。
Damn, fierce.
そうかよ。たく、こっちはもともと様子見が目的だったんだぜ。
So you knew a servant was gonna come out? Oh shit. Something's wrong. Yeah, that's Noble Phantasm. It's exactly like back then. The magical energy rumbles in a whirlpool centered at that lance.
Hog.
Yeah, you can't avoid that one. Girl readies her apparent sword and glares at the enemy in front of her. Girl, facing the enemy, knows better than I how dangerous he is.
じゃあな、その心臓もらい受ける。
Beast jumps. Lancer instantly appears in front of the girl as if he teleported and thrusts his lance at the girl's feet. Oh, they cool. That's cool. They even take that. That's really cool. It was a bad move even in my eyes. With the lance already lowered, it wouldn't be effective to aim low at the girl. To prove my point, the girl jumps over the lance and moves forward to slash Lancer away. In that moment, with those words themselves charged with magical energy. Yep, the Lancer thrusts at the girl's feet, rushes towards her heart. It's really cool because they actually like take this. I don't know if he always does this necessarily, but they take this for like other side stuff. Like you can the fighting game, the Fate fighting game, unlimited codes. If you're using Lancer and you do his Gay Bulk super, you could fucking it's like it auto homes no matter what. So like you can fucking be looking the other way and still do Gay Bulk and it'll still hit. It's so cool. But they do the feet animation thing for like basically everything. They do it for this, they do it for unlimited codes, they do it for Grand Order. The body rises into the air. The girl is driven up into the air by the blow of the lance, and she crashes down. No, lands on the ground. Well, you got hit by it.
ジュソ。いや、今のは因果の逆転か。
I'm surprised too. No, since I saw it from a distance. I tell better than her that the attack just now was a strange one. The lance was definitely aimed at her feet, but it suddenly changed its course, moving strangely in an impossible direction and pierced the girl's heart. The lance itself has not grown or bent. It looks so unnatural that it makes me think that the lance was already in her heart. And for that reason, it's strange. It's not as simple as the lance changing its course and piercing her heart. The lance did not change its course, but changed the means so that the result would be so. The lance thrust with that name carried the result of piercing her heart as the premise. In other words, the process and the result were reversed. As long as the result was there, or as long as there was a result of the lance piercing the heart, of course the lance was merely something added later to prove that fact. An evil thorn that breaks through all defenses. A lance that pierces the heart every time it's used. A weapon that determines your fate just by its use. How can anybody block such a ridiculous attack? However, the enemy tries to dodge it. The lance will pierce their heart without fail. That's why this move is fatal. Cursed lance that always pierces the opponent with one thrust. But girl has evaded it by a small— Fuck! How the fuck did she do that? She is wounded, but wasn't a fatal blow. In a sense, her actions were more impossible than the lance. The instant the lance was thrust, she turned and jumped back with all her might, as if she knew this was going to happen. Either she had incredible luck, or enough divine protection to nullify the curse of that lance. Plot armor! Let's go. Either way, she avoided the fatal blow and sullied the lance's name. Oh, the blood's gone, that's good. The girl catches her breath. The blood that was running so much has stopped, and even her stab wound is healing. Guess that's extraordinary. I knew she wasn't normal, but still, that's too strange. Like her skills against the Lancer, like the incredible magical energy in each of her blows, and like her body that heals by itself, this girl is clearly surpassing the Lancer. But that was only up to now. Even if it's healing, her wound is deep. Lancer attacks now, she'll be defeated without even being able to defend herself. Yeah, and I don't think Shiro can really help much here. Most he could do is trace Onbrain off, but I mean, even then, he was just toying with Shiro before, so if he tried that in Lancer's adrenaline-filled state and power, he's just gonna fucking slap away Shiro or kill him instantly. With this overwhelming advantage, Lancer doesn't move. He glares at the girl, grinding his teeth so hard that I can hear it. God, I can't not hear it. A voice that seems to echo from the ground. Yep. That's kind of the weakness of, you know, using your noble phantasm. Is that you kind of reveal who you are. His hostility disappears and he clucks his tongue in annoyance. Yep. The more famous you are, the more easy you are to expose. The pressure goes away. Lancer doesn't even attack the wounded girl and simply turns his back and moves to the edge of the yard. Yeah, true names definitely like have a weird balance. Because I don't know how knowing... Well, what was the end of Kukulain? I'm trying to... I've never actually read the legend, so like... The obvious answer, like the obvious example to this sort of deal is Achilles. Because, I mean, if you know who Achilles is, you're obviously going to go after his weakness. But, you know, some people are just better suited to the true name system than other people. Like, some people get really big benefits. Not big benefits, but, like, there's not a problem if who they are is revealed. Like, one of the servants in Apocrypha is William Shakespeare. Like, what are you gonna do when you learn that, you know, your enemy is William Shakespeare? I guess you can feel confident because, like, unless he was a mage in, you know, Fate lore. But if he was just an author that got fucked over and put into the caster role, then, you know, you can kind of just run at him and kill him. Lancer easily jumps over the wall and disappears. Well, it's less of a defensive thing than I thought. I thought from how it was perceived on Rin's route, or Rin's prologue, I assumed he more ran away in defense rather than the victor. Because he was certainly the victor of this fight. Yeah, she is. The girl will go after him if I don't stop her instantly. But there was no need for that. When the girl tried to jump over the wall, she clenches her chest and stopped. Yeah. I think another good example of that would be like Meb, or however you pronounce her name. Just fucking like show some cheese to her and she just has a breakdown. No, I tried to approach her to call her out, but I forgot about it the instant I come near her. To put it simply, everything about her is absurd. Now that I'm near her, I can tell that the shining armor she wears is really heavy. The old-fashioned cloth is smooth and vivid blue. No, that isn't what fascinates me. The girl who seems to be a few years younger than me is beautiful. The golden hair lit by the moonlight is finely textured, as if sprinkled with gold dust. Her armor, the face with some signs of naivety has elegance, and her white skin looks soft. Now isn't the time to let your boner describe things, Shiro. I can't call out for her because I'm fascinated by her beauty, and also for another reason. Because seeing the girl fighting and getting hurt somehow made me mad. All the while I'm fascinated with her, the girl has her hand on her chest. But that ends quickly. The girl lets her chest go and looks up as if the pain has gone away. She stares directly at me. I'm not sure how I should talk to her, but I know something about her. Even though it missed her heart, the lance stabbed in her chest, but she's unscathed. I've heard of healing magics, but I didn't see her using anything like that. So that must mean she automatically heals even when she is wounded. How convenient. Then my brain switches gear. This is no time to be fascinated by her. She's a strange being. Can't let my guard down until I know what she is.
何者だ
I'm your servant. Don't you know anything, dumbass? Take a half step back and ask her. What do you
何
mean?
者も何も
Oh, I
セー
didn't
バ
think
ー
that
の
was
サーバント
quoted.
ですあなたが私を呼び出したのですから確認をするまでもないでしょ
セイバーのサーバント
うはいですから私のことはセーバーと
Listen, you're gonna have to explain this to me because I don't know shit. I mean, I know shit, but Shirota doesn't know shit. She replies without hesitation. Her tone is gentle, yet polite. Just hearing it makes my head go blank. Hey, what am I getting excited about? Yeah, what are you getting excited about?
変な名前だな
I hide my burning face with my hand and reply really stupidly. I don't know what else to say. I wouldn't know of any such thing to say. Since I asked her name, isn't it natural for her to introduce herself? In that case, it would be impolite to stay silent like this.
俺はシロエミやシロって言ってこの家の人間だ
Yeah, awkward to fuck her. What am I doing? Are my answers getting stupider? She told me her name, so I should answer too. I know I'm confused right now, but I have to be polite no matter who this is. This girl, Saber, just stares at me without changing her expression.
今のはなしだ聞きたいのはそういうことでなくてつまりだな
分かっていますあなたは正規のマスターではないのですね
Yeah,
しかし
hit the
それで
nail
も
on
あ
the
な
head
たは
with
私
that.
のマスターです契約を交わした以上あなたを裏切りはしない
Alright. How nice. I can hear her words, but they make no sense to me. All I know is she's calling me with a ridiculous word like
それは違
master.
う俺マスターなんて名前じゃないぞ
それでは素人ええ私としては
Hey, preferences. I mean, it works. As soon as she says my name, I think my face lit up on fire. Dude! Shouldn't you call someone by their last name on first
ちょっ
meeting?
と待てなんだってそっちの方
Pain suddenly runs through my left hand. Hey, there it is. Back of my hand is burning. My hand feels like it's in fire. In a fire. And on it is a strange mark that looks like a tattoo. Who cares?
それは霊樹と呼ばれるものですシロ
Yeah, I always wonder about that. Like, well, she's not from Japan, but I think, you know, when in Rome, do as the Romans do sort of deal. So, like, even if you're, like, it's, you would definitely call a Japanese person, like a foreign Japanese person that was born in Japan. If they came to America, you would probably call them by their first name right off the bat. But, you know, in a society of respect and where that is weird in Japan, you would, if I went to Japan and suddenly started calling people by their first names, they would probably be, what the fuck is up with this rude American?
私たちサーバントを律する3つの命令権でありマスターとしての命でもある
Yeah. Cough, cough, Rin Tosaka. Before I can finish, who are
傷
you?
の治療
Heal my wound. How the fuck? Sounds something far away behind the wall, not on me.
まさか俺に言ってるのか悪いけど
Saber frowns a bit. I think I said something really wrong here.
ではこのままで臨みます自動修復は外面を覆っただけですがあと一度の戦闘なら支障はないでしょう
You know,
ハートにしとって
she's got I mean, she's got servant vision.
外の敵は2人この程度の重圧なら数秒で倒しうる相手です
Damn. Talking shit about Archer and Tosaka so easily. Just like Lancer, she leaps over the wall and disappears outside. I'm left alone in the yard.
敵
As soon as I say it aloud, I realize what it
ちょっ
means.
と待てまだ戦うっていうのかお前
Yeah, that's what she said. She definitely said that. My body starts to move. Without thinking, I run to the gate with full force.